Do you want to know how to navigate inspections and the mini renegotiation that happens at their end? Well, Dan is going to take you through next on Real Estate Pro Tips. I'm Ben Belack, Beverly Hills super realtor, joined again by friend, colleague, team member, rockstar, Dan Hendrix. Dan, tell us how you advise clients on which inspectors to book.
I always advise my clients to get the full gambit of inspections and don't just rely on the general physical inspection. I've seen a lot of agents do this in the past, and it can cause a lot of issues later on by not actually finding everything that was wrong or needed to be seen in a home.
Okay, so general, sewer, mold, chimney, maybe drainage, foundation, all these things that you can't know too much information. It's a very large purchase, right?
Yeah, you're going to need to get those specialists in there to take a look.
I actually had a situation where I had a friend ask me to sell their property after going directly to the listing agent when they bought it like 8 years prior. It was new construction. And when they got their buyer, they ran the full gamut of inspections and they found all these latent construction defects, which became like a $50,000 request because when they went directly to the listing agent at that time, they only got a general and they assumed that because it was new construction, everything was good, and it became a total nightmare. So definitely great advice. Run the full gamut. From there, now we flash forward. We have, 1,000 pages of inspection reports. Dan, how do you navigate the mini renegotiation after inspections?
Definitely focus on the larger, more costly things that are usually also tied in with safety and health issues.
Okay, so like if the air conditioner is old but still working, seller's not going to buy you a new one and move out. But if there's a roof leak and there's creating mold, they're usually going to subsidize any health or safety hazards because if we cancel, it doesn't go away. They have to disclose these things. So it usually makes sense for them to make it work, right?
Yeah, and you touched on another good point, which is if it's an active issue today when the inspector found it, that's another good point for you in your negotiations. If it's something that might happen later on, I've seen people try to go for those in the past, but the success rate just isn't there.
Yeah, like 125-point punch list of knickknack items like outlets in the kitchen just really isn't as easy for a seller to emotionally navigate when they're leaving their, their home where maybe they raise their kids. When you just say like, hey, look, the roof's leaking, the sewer line needs to be replaced, and the chimney's not safe to burn fire. It's just easier and stronger negotiations. So anyway, Dan, thank you for sharing those. Those are really, really great tips. If you have any other questions, we're going to put our info up on the screen here. And of course, if you're looking to buy or sell in Los Angeles, the Hollywood Hills, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Silver Lake, Los Feliz, anywhere in the greater Los Angeles area, please do not hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.